Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People has become one of the most influential guides to personal and professional development, not because it offers quick hacks or shortcuts, but because it digs into timeless principles that govern human effectiveness. Covey builds his work on the foundation of character ethics rather than personality tricks, insisting that true success must come from aligning with universal truths about responsibility, growth, and relationships. He takes the reader on a journey of transformation, one habit at a time, beginning with the internal shift of mastering the self, moving into the habits that guide meaningful interactions with others, and culminating in the ongoing process of renewal that allows growth to continue throughout life. The first 3 habits are focused on independence, the inner victories that allow a person to move from dependence on others to true self-mastery. The first habit, be proactive, is a call to recognize that human beings are not simply products of their circumstances, their genetics, or their environment. Rather, we possess the unique ability to choose our response to every situation. Covey introduces the idea of the circle of concern and the circle of influence, encouraging individuals to stop wasting energy on things they cannot control and instead focus on what they can directly influence. This habit is about reclaiming agency over one's life and refusing to be defined by external conditions. The second habit, begin with the end in mind, encourages people to live life intentionally, not reactively. Covey illustrates this by asking readers to imagine their own funeral and think about what they would want others to say about them. This exercise brings into focus the kind of legacy one wants to leave behind, clarifying values and helping set a personal mission statement. When life is guided by clear principles and a vision of the end goal, day-to-day actions can be aligned with long-term purpose, creating a sense of direction and meaning. The third habit, put first things first, is about prioritization and discipline. Covey draws a distinction between what is urgent and what is truly important. Many people live their lives dominated by the urgent, responding to phone calls, emails, or crises, while neglecting what actually matters most, like relationships, health, or meaningful projects. By learning to organize life around the important, individuals move closer to their envisioned end. This habit is the practice of self-leadership, the ability to live according to chosen values rather than being swept away by distractions or pressures. The next 3 habits build on this foundation by moving from independence to interdependence, the ability to work effectively with others. Habit 4, think win-win, insists that in every relationship and interaction, there is room for mutual benefit. Instead of the zero-sum mindset of win-lose, effective people look for ways to ensure that all parties can walk away satisfied. Covey stresses that win-win is not about being nice or soft, it is about seeking agreements and solutions that are genuinely beneficial to everyone involved. This habit builds trust and lays the groundwork for strong, lasting relationships. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, is a profound reminder that true communication requires deep listening. Most people listen with the intent to reply, not to truly understand. Covey teaches the concept of empathetic listening, where the listener suspends judgment, puts aside their own agenda, and tries to grasp the other person's perspective. Once understanding is achieved, the chance of being understood in return increases dramatically. This habit transforms communication from an exchange of words into a bridge of connection. Habit 6, synergize, takes collaboration to a higher level. It is the practice of creative cooperation, where differences are not merely tolerated but celebrated as opportunities for innovation. When individuals bring unique strengths and perspectives together in a spirit of openness, the result is often greater than the sum of its parts. Synergy is about transcending compromise, where everyone gives up something, and instead achieving solutions that are better than what anyone initially imagined. The 7th habit, sharpen the saw, ensures that growth never stagnates. Covey uses the metaphor of a woodcutter who must take time to sharpen his saw if he wishes to remain effective. This habit is about continual self-renewal in 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. By caring for one's health, continuing to learn, nurturing relationships, and connecting to deeper values, a person ensures they are always capable of performing at their best. Without renewal, even the most effective habits eventually decline into exhaustion and mediocrity. Covey's work endures because it speaks to the deepest human desire to live a life of meaning, effectiveness, and contribution. Rather than offering temporary solutions, he provides a framework grounded in timeless principles. His habits guide people through a transformation from dependence to independence, from independence to interdependence, and finally to continuous renewal. Ultimately, the book teaches that true effectiveness is not about what we achieve externally, but about who we become in the process, and how our actions ripple outward to shape families, organizations, and societies.